Welcome to another episode of Sweet Spots. Today, we're checking in at Wilderness at the Smokies in Sevierville, Tennessee, where we're staying in one of the resort's brand new 5-bedroom treehouse cabins. And this trip will be a little different for us because we brought the entire family, 8 adults and 5 kids. And that means this cabin was about to get a pretty serious test. So let's get right into the tour. As we enter the cabin, you'll notice a large open living room and kitchen area. And this cabin has a very open layout on this level, with the kitchen and dining area connected and the living room just off to the side. It gives everyone plenty of room to spread out, which is pretty important when you have this many people staying under one roof. The first floor also has the master bedroom, along with the only true bedroom located on this level. The room itself is a good size and comes with its own private bathroom. The bathroom has a walk-in shower with a single vanity. There's also a crib in the room, along with some wire shelving that can be used for clothes and additional storage. So this would be a pretty convenient room for a family traveling with a baby or a younger child. Just across the hall is a small half bathroom, and since there are 13 people staying here, having this additional space on the main level was definitely helpful. Now, just down the hall, we get to what the kids quickly claimed as their own, the treehouse clubhouse. And this room is designed specifically with kids in mind. There are 2 sets of bunk beds, giving the kids 4 twin beds in total. There's also a cozy window seat, a huge beanbag style lounging area, and these floor-to-ceiling windows that really open the room up. The ceiling is vaulted, which makes the room feel even larger, and the whole space has a really fun clubhouse or treehouse feel to it. And our kids absolutely love this room. Honestly speaking, I think they would have been perfectly happy spending the entire weekend just in here. Back in the kitchen, there's definitely no shortage of space. The large island has seating for up to 10 people, which is pretty impressive by itself. And with 13 people staying here, having a large kitchen and plenty of counter space was really important. We had plenty of room to prepare meals, unload all of the food we brought with us, and actually use the kitchen without constantly being in everyone's way. As you can probably tell, we brought plenty of food for the weekend. But even with our entire family staying here, the kitchen never felt cramped. That was one of the things we noticed pretty quickly about this cabin. It is designed for large groups. You have the space, the seating, the bedrooms, and the bathrooms to accommodate a lot of people. And we're only on the first floor. Just outside the main living area is one of the cabin's 3 outdoor decks. From here, you get a really nice view of the surrounding trees, along with a look back at the outside of the treehouse area we just showed you. There are also 2 outdoor dining tables with chairs, giving you plenty of space to enjoy a meal outside. And with the weather being as nice as it was during our stay, this was a great place to sit outside and relax. From here, we head downstairs to the lower level of the cabin. And this level basically gives you an entirely separate living area. Just like upstairs, there's a bedroom with its own private bathroom. The layout is very similar to the master suite we just showed you, with a shower and a single vanity. And across the hall is another half bath. The downstairs living area gives everyone even more room to spread out. There's a couch and chair seating for 5, along with a small round table that seats 4. And then there's a massive raised dining table that can seat up to 10 people. So between the kitchen upstairs and the dining space down here, there is definitely no shortage of seating in this cabin. This level also has its own wet bar and a full-size refrigerator, which is a really nice feature for a large group. You can keep drinks, snacks, and extra food downstairs without everyone constantly having to go back upstairs to the main kitchen. The living room also has its own flat-screen television, along with a modern, decorative fireplace built right into the wall. So this really feels like a second living room rather than just a basement or lower level. And with 13 people staying here, having this extra space was really nice. You can have some people upstairs, some people downstairs, and everyone isn't forced to spend the entire day in the same room. There's also a stackable washer and dryer, which was much appreciated by this large group. Now, let's head upstairs and check out the second level. Up on the second floor, we have 3 more bedrooms. The first bedroom has a single queen bed, while the other 2 bedrooms each have 2 queen beds. So, depending on how comfortable everyone is with sharing a bed, this level can sleep up to 10 guests. Although if sharing a bed with your brother or sister is where you draw the line, you may want to make other sleeping arrangements. There are also 2 full bathrooms located on this level, and both bathrooms have the exact same layout. Now, one thing to point out is that neither bathroom is directly attached to a bedroom. So, to use the shower, you do have to leave the bedroom and walk into the hallway bathroom. That's obviously not ideal, especially if you're staying in one of the bedrooms and have to make that trip in the middle of the night. But honestly, it's certainly not a deal breaker. These bathrooms were well stocked with plenty of towels, which was great. However, you will want to bring your own standard shower amenities. Things like shampoo, conditioner, and body wash are not provided, so make sure you pack those. The 2 bedrooms with double queen beds also share access to an outdoor deck. Just like the deck on the main level, you get a really nice view of the surrounding trees and the wooded scenery around the cabin. It's a great little bonus feature, especially if you want to step outside for some fresh air without having to leave the cabin. All 3 bedrooms upstairs have vaulted ceilings, which gives each room a more open feel. They also have plenty of lighting and USB outlets, which is always a nice touch when you have multiple people staying in the same room. And just like the bedroom downstairs, all of the rooms have this wire rack storage system instead of a traditional closet. At first, I wasn't sure how we would feel about that, but honestly, we actually found it pretty convenient. Everything is out in the open, it's easy to see what you have, and you're not digging through a dark closet trying to find something you packed. Each bedroom has a similar setup, so there's plenty of space to hang clothes and keep your belongings organized. Overall, I thought the upstairs area was really nice. Between the 3 bedrooms and the 2 bathrooms, you have a lot of sleeping capacity up here. And if everyone is comfortable sharing beds, you could easily accommodate up to 10 guests on this level alone. That is a lot of people in one section of the cabin. And with the first floor and lower level offering even more sleeping and living space, you can really see how this cabin is designed to accommodate a large group. So at this point, we've toured all 3 levels of the cabin. We've seen the bedrooms, the bathrooms, and the treehouse clubhouse, the kitchen, the living areas, and the outdoor decks. But now it's time to head over to the main resort and check out what everyone staying here actually gets access to. As a quick reminder, make sure everyone in your group brings their RFID wristband, because that is the only way to access the water park. The wristband also doubles as your room key, so you definitely don't want to leave it back in the cabin. Once inside, we headed up to the second level, so we could get a better view of the park and decide which attraction would be the first victim. And let me just warn you now, it's hot in here, and it's humid, very humid. The indoor water park has a special roof that allows sunlight to come through, so apparently you can enjoy a little year-round tanning while you're getting completely soaked. I'm not sure if that was the goal, but it definitely works. Now, this park does feature several different water slides, and some offer their own conveyance of your tube to the top, while others you'll have to take with you. Some even go outdoors and snake around until they come back inside. The kids' first choice is Ridge Runner Water Coaster. So after a short wait in line, the kids were ready to go. And based on the excitement level when they came back down, I think it's safe to say the water coaster was a hit. After that, they headed over to Kaleidoscope, the indoor lazy river, which is a great place to relax and float around. Although, with 5 kids in our group, I'm not sure the word relax really applied to our experience. And then we moved over to the massive jungle gym. This thing is huge, and periodically, the giant bucket at the top dumps 500 gallons of water onto everyone below. so you can imagine how popular that was with the kids. Next up was Surf Rider, and before we get into the footage, I have to give a shout out to the lifeguard working this attraction. He was incredibly patient with each of the kids and worked with them individually to make sure they all had a chance to ride the wave. My niece was up first, followed by my son, and then my daughter. Now just to be clear, these kids were riding the wave on their stomachs. There was no standing up happening here. Although I have a feeling that if standing was allowed, the kids would have been very interested in trying. Parents also have to sign a waiver before the kids can ride, which makes sense considering you're basically sending your child directly into a powerful artificial wave. But the lifeguard did a great job working with each of them, giving them instructions and helping them get positioned on the wave. And by the end, all 3 kids had a chance to experience Surf Rider. Some a little more successful than others, but honestly, that's part of the fun. After spending some time inside, we headed outside to check out the outdoor portion of the water park. The outdoor area has its own lazy river, which winds its way through the park and is surrounded on all sides by the resort itself. So while you're floating around, you're surrounded by the resort buildings and the wooded scenery around the property. And of course, the outdoor area has plenty of water slides and attractions as well. The kids decided they needed to try pretty much every slide they could find. And when I say every slide, I mean they were not exactly taking it easy. They were running from one attraction to the next, trying everything the outdoor water park had to offer. Eventually, I decided I need to get involved, because at some point, you have to remind the kids that the adults still have some talent left. So I joined them on the Cyclone Racers. And let's just say, I may not be as young as I used to be, but I can still take first place. The kids may have had the energy advantage, but when it came down to the race, Dad still had a little something left in the tank. And yes, I will absolutely be reminding them of that for the foreseeable future. While the kids headed back inside to spend some time in the arcade, I decided to take a walk around the outdoor water park. The park was closed at this point, but I still wanted to show you a little bit of the area and the resort itself. One thing that really stood out to me was how well maintained everything looked. The outdoor park is surrounded by trees and greenery, which gives that area a much more relaxed resort feel. You're not just looking at concrete, water slides, and buildings everywhere you turn. And during our visit, the crepe myrtles were in peak bloom. They were absolutely beautiful. The combination of the mature trees, the landscaping, and the colorful flowers really make this feel like part of the resort and not just a water park. Everything looked clean and well cared for. And with the park closed, I had a chance to slow down and appreciate some of those details that are easy to miss when the park is packed. Now, I know the kids are inside at the arcade, probably having a great time, but let's go find them and check out this brand new human crane. Our last stop of the trip was Adventure Forest. This is where you'll find a little bit of everything. There are arcade games, a low ropes course, rock climbing, mini golf, a laser maze, a dark ride, and the newest attraction here at Wilderness at the Smokies, the human crane. So we made our way through Adventure Forest to check it out. And honestly, this is one of those areas where you could easily spend a few hours. There are enough different activities to keep kids of all ages entertained, and it gives you something to do when you need a break from the water park. We were here for one specific reason, the human crane. And this is basically a giant crane game where the kids become the claw. They lay down in a harness and are lifted up over the prizes. Once they're suspended above the game area, they have to navigate themselves over to the prize they want. Then the crane lowers them down and they get to grab their prize. It's a pretty unique concept and definitely something we had never seen before. The kids were excited to give it a try, and it made for a pretty fun way to wrap up our stay. And after everything we did during this trip, this was a pretty fitting final attraction. After the human crane, we headed back outside to take one last look at the resort. If you're staying in one of the off-site cabins or villas, there is a shuttle service available to get you back and forth to the main resort. So you don't have to worry about driving back and forth every time you want to use the water park or check out the other attractions. And as we walked around outside, we got one last look at the Storm Chaser. At night, with all of the lights on, this thing looks pretty impressive. It definitely makes for a pretty cool final shot of the resort. And overall, we had a great time here at Wilderness at the Smokies. The brand new treehouse cabin gave our group of 13 plenty of space, and having access to the indoor and outdoor water parks, Adventure Forest, the arcade, and all of the other activities gave everyone something to do. Whether you're traveling with a large family, a group of friends, or just looking for a resort where the kids will never run out of things to do, there's a lot packed into this property. If you enjoyed this video today, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And here's one more way you guys can help us out. If you see the hype button on this video, give it a tap. Hype is a free feature on YouTube, so it doesn't cost you anything, but it can give smaller channels like ours a little extra exposure. So if you enjoyed the video, we'd really appreciate the hype. And as always, thanks for watching Sweet Spots. We'll catch you guys next time.